When you are immersed in a negative environment, it is only when you take a step back or remove yourself from that situation that it really becomes clear how unsupportive or even destructive that environment was for you. And it becomes like, no wonder why I was not having the success that I wanted, making any progress, or that I was feeling stuck. Now, I'm going to describe what actually happens when we do manage to distance ourselves from a negative influence. When we lessen our exposure to it, you would expect that by being away from it, you would build up a tolerance or a strength that would make it easier to go back into that negative environment with your new confidence and positivity. You'd think you would be able to better handle that environment and it wouldn't affect you as much. However, what actually happens is the opposite. You become less tolerant of that negative energy. And it's because you are now operating at a completely different level energetically. So when your new energy enters that of your previous environment, you can really feel this clash. Instead of feeling like, wow, I can handle this so much better now that I've taken a little break from this for a little while, instead, you'll more likely react like, how the hell did I put up with this previously? How did I survive living like this? Well, the answer is because previously you were within that negative environment, and even though you recognize that you didn't really like it, the truth is that your own energy had merged with your environment. And so basically, you didn't really notice how bad it was, and you also just kind of got used to it. It's kind of like when people go away on holiday. Let's say they go away for a couple of weeks, and then when they return, they often end up feeling way worse than before they left. Because before they left, they were used to their low frequency environment. But now they've been away, had this exciting, invigorating adventure, which lifted their energy. And so now their high energy is entering into this low energy environment. And again, this terrible disharmony is experienced. So the problem is that high energy, positive place that they discovered on holiday has now been stripped away. And coming back, there's nowhere else really to go but back to where they came from, and then have their energy dragged back down. And in realizing this, it becomes very understandable why so many people become really depressed after they return home from a holiday. So in realizing this, by temporarily escaping a negative environment, it doesn't really achieve what we want it to. It's going to make going back harder, not easier. So really then, the solution is to be able to remain within a positive environment. And so I'm not suggesting that you have to permanently stay on holiday, although that could be good, but you can also cultivate a positive environment where you surround yourself with positive people and build that environment for yourself. And that's basically it for today. I'm not going to go too much into detail of how you can build that positive environment. Perhaps another time I will, but today I just wanted to highlight what happens when you do step away from a negative environment. What happens is that your dissatisfaction with it is going to become a lot more noticeable, and you're going to have a hard time going back to it. In a way, though, that does us a favor, because it can be hard to step away, but once we do, then it's hard to go back, which is good, because it's not benefiting us anyways. So that's that. Let me know what you think of this message, and otherwise I will catch you later. Okay, bye for now.